Did you use your digital identity today? Maybe yes, since digital identity schemas are quite common nowadays in Europe, but a new revolution is incoming. Are you ready for the digital identity wallet? Welcome everyone to Hello Trust, the podcast of the Next InfoCert regarding the world of regulation, technology and digital trust. Today with me there is Igor Marcolongo.
Hi Silvio, hi everybody.
Hi Igor, and thanks to him we will explore a very important topic. Today we will talk about digital identity wallet. So let's start right away with a very important question. eIDAS 2 is coming. The heart of eIDAS 2 is the digital identity wallet. How this digital identity wallet, or EUDIV for someone, how will change our perspective compared to the actual digital identities around Europe?
Yeah, eIDAS 2 is here, for the sake of clarity, eIDAS 2 is the evolution of the previous eIDAS regulation that is focused mainly on digital identity and trust services. The regulation has been widely changed and now is fully operational. The first part of the regulation itself, focusing on digital identity, has been enhanced with a totally new digital identity solutions. That is the European Digital Identity Wallet, and there are a lot of acronyms
Let's call it
that are used. Okay, so the wallet, the Digital Identity Wallet. The purpose of the European Commission is to give the option to every citizen in Europe. The target is at 80% by 2030. Quite ambitious, I have to say. To give a digital identity access to a digital identity system that will replace/enhance the current digital identity systems. Because now in Europe we have really a big variety of different identity schemes. In Italy we have the speed identity and the digital identity card. In Germany we have the Personalausweis that has its own framework. In France we have France Connect.
Quite a mess.
Yeah, it's not a mess, but it is a system of digital identity that is fit for the specific countries that issue that and creates that. Of course, this creates an interoperability problem, because if I have my speed identity, yes, theoretically I can use it online in Germany. If I have to interact with a public administration in Germany throughout a quite complex solution of proxies.
Okay.
But it is a solution that is not working properly. No, not so used. With Digital Identity Wallet, we create a solution that, despite being issued by or governed by the specific member state, is interoperable by default.
Okay, so interoperability is one keyword here.
Yes, it is. It's super important keywords, as well as privacy, and protection, security of the data that will be stored into the wallet.
So, interoperability, privacy, security, ownership will be for sure another important keywords, because the citizens will own their own data, and through the attributes, the qualified attestation of attributes, they will manage actually several important information like degrees, the driver license, and so on. But how it will happen? How at the time citizens will own this kind of decision?
Yeah. So at the core of the digital identity wallet, there is digital identity, of course, in the form of PID, personal identification data. It is what we have today into digital identity schemes all around Europe, will be stored and encapsulated into the wallet in a very secure way. This will serve as an anchor where that will be enhanced by a lot of different other attributes. You said the degrees. The degrees is not saying who I am, but it's giving a fragment of myself that is important, that can be used in some processes. The driver license is in some countries it's even the identity document. Let's skip that part. It is an attribute that says that I have the permit to drive a vehicle, for example.
We can extend this definition.
We can extend this definition to to reach every limit. So everything can become an attribute.
Okay.
This means that in the wallet, the owner of that wallet, the citizen, will have the power in his or her hand of deciding which data keep in it and what which data can be shared to the relying parties that is asking it for a business process, for example.
I see that this will need a huge ecosystem to work properly as let's say the European dream wants, because I can see here QTSPs, of course, but also national entities, private players of several services. I'm going to ask you a very tough question. Is it a real thing, or maybe it will become sort of buzzword that will stay just like this?
It's a nice question. For sure, there is a little bit of buzzwording around digital identity wallet right now, but it's normal because the project is ambitious. It's the very first time in the history in the world that we are doing a project of this scale. Okay, it's not the case that the test project to make this reality are called large-scale pilots, because there are a lot of people inside, a lot of organizations, a lot of use cases that shall be tested in a new technology that is under design in terms of technology and standards. The number of actors that will be into this big ecosystem has been defined into the architectural reference framework, so a big document that try to put together and serves as a big guideline for that. There will be for sure member states that are the entities that will regulate the national initiatives into the UDI wallet frameworks. There will be relying parties that will accept the wallet. There will be issuers of attributes and of the PID. There will be QTSPs that will serve as issuers, as supporters for the verifiers, the relying parties. They can be aggregators, can provide trust services to the ecosystem. So it is true that it is complex, but it's even managed by these studies and under a very intensive phase of testing.
Okay, so there are a lot of interest, but because of this, a lot of large-scale pilot that will test actually a lot of use cases. Let's keep it real and imagine a future where there will be a wallet or more than one wallet, maybe.
Yeah. There will be more than one single.
Why?
So the project is single. So the idea is to give identity to all European citizens, to create a European digital identities. But the Commission cannot issue identities by itself. It does not this competency.
No.
It's up to the member states to define identities of their citizens. So there will be at least one wallet for member states. Okay. By the end of next year, probably a little later, because some countries, at least 27. But there is even the private sector that can and may be involved. It's up to the member states to decide how and if involve private sector. Germany, Italy already said, okay, we want to have private wallets on board. And this opened the option even to have more wallets, but even hidden wallet into other apps that we use every day. Let me do an example. A concrete example can be your bank. The app of your bank that can have a wallet section in it that will rely on this ecosystem and contribute with information or consume this kind of information.
Okay, so there will be probably a huge ecosystem of actors that for the 2030, let's say, we will see this ecosystem bloom, probably.
Yeah,
with a lot, even before. And this ecosystem will be composed by private and public entities. But if I have to ask to you, what are the opportunities, the real actual opportunities now for the company that are already working on it?
Yes, it's a good question, because we spoke at considering it a future thing that will happen. We need to be clear. Wallet is a reality today. For sure, we don't have the national wallet yet. It's coming, but we don't have it yet. So we have two opportunities now. One option is to wait and see. wait and see and do just the minimum that is required to be compliant in 2027, when there will be a mandatory acceptance of the wallet for some sectors, finance, utilities, transportation, and so on. This is the minimum. The other option is to start thinking in the wallet way. So to have a wallet mindset and start using the wallet, not the UDI wallet that will be super secure in the future, because sometimes it's not needed to have it into all use cases that you can have. So rebuild or leverage the wallet to rebuild the current use case that we have, especially in complex situations where a supply chain, a vast number of players are involved. So an ecosystem based use case can be evolved thanks to the wallet in a very smooth, secure, and even way, and even reducing the need of system integration between different systems, because the wallet gives us a language for interoperability in exchange of data.
A sort of key for some cost reduction in some cases as well.
Yeah. And even a gym to test the case, the fact that the wallet will be a reality and will be pervasive, and the first mover probably will gain a lot of value and experience.
Okay, last question from curiosity for me. If you have to identify, let's say, a disruptive thing that is coming that can incentivize the member states on the push on this tool, important tool for the citizens, how can you imagine this? Say something that can gain traction.
It's probably age verification. Now we have a big movement to protect children online and prevent that they can access some malicious content or content that is thought for adults only, in terms of gaming or adult industry, tobacco industries, and so on. This can be a real killer application. Some countries are already moving. There is a regulation specific. It is parallel to eIDAS, but can be enforced thanks to the eIDAS and the concept of wallet. And this can be the killer application to start to involve citizens in start using and exploring the wallet user experience that, in effect, is not so different for what we already are doing in framing QR codes with our mobile. It's a little bit, it's much more secure than that, because behind there is the framework, the ecosystem that we spoke about. But if I have to say one single killer app that is understandable, small, and can be a starting point for a wider adoption, it is.
So that can be a killer application, a killer use case, age verification, quite powerful and simple. Okay, thank you, Igor. Thank you very much for your help in understanding and deep dive this important topic. And thank you to all the followers of Hello Trust. You will follow us, please, on YouTube and the other platform. You will find all the episodes of Hello Trust there. Thank you, to the next episodes. Bye.